A call by opposition leader Raila Odinga for Kenyans to stay at home and not work today was ignored as thousands of Kenyans streamed to the capital 3 days after Uhuru Kenyatta was declared as the winner of the presidential polls. Opposition leader Raila Odinga yesterday called on Kenyans to stay home today and await directions on the next move after he rejected the outcomes of the polls. Odinga is calling for a strike to support his claim to the presidency as he brushed off growing pressure to concede election defeat. In Kenya's opposition stronghold Kisumu, many other residents heeded the strike call and many shops remain closed, although there was activity in the main market of Kisumu, a city that has seen many violent clashes between police and protesters calling for Kenyatta to step down. Sporadic protests in select opposition strongholds have led to the deaths of an unknown number of people. All right, for the latest, we are joined on the line now by SABC East Africa correspondent Sarah Kimani. Sarah, a very good afternoon to you. We hear that opposition leader Raila Odinga today called for Kenyans to stay home and not go to work. We hear it also didn't go well. Tell us all about it.
Yes, indeed, the central business district where we have just left here in Nairobi is teeming with business. A lot of businesses, actually, most of the businesses open. Kenyans ready to begin the week after a week of heavy politicking and after an election that ended up being disputed, the results being disputed. A lot of them have shunned Odinga's call to stay home, and instead they're starting business as usual this week.
Sarah, there were sporadic incidents of protests we hear after the opposition claims of hacking. Are you able to now give us a clear picture of the number of deaths related to the post-election results? We're really confused here because we've heard numbers as high as 100 deaths reported by the opposition. Do paint us a clear picture of the situation on the ground, please, Sarah.
Well, that number by the opposition has been disputed both by the Kenya Red Cross Society and the police. The police is saying they have killed 6 criminals during the protest. They say they were looting. The Red Cross Society today giving us a new figure of 17, and the Kenya National Commission of Human Rights giving a figure of 24. So we're still not clear on how many people died, but what we know is that there have been deaths, and those deaths have been recorded by several organizations here in Nairobi and in Kenya. What is not clear is what the exact number of those dead people is. The Kenya Red Cross Society is saying 117, they have treated 117 people with gunshot wounds, soft tissue injuries and fractures. They're talking about 108 of them having suffered severe injuries.
Look, Sarah, at this stage, has the opposition fully exhausted their legal means to check if the election was rigged or not?
First, they have not gone to court, and if by Friday this week they have not moved to court, then it will mean that they are time barred and Kenyatta will be sworn in for his second and final term on the 29th of this month. So today, President Kenyatta has actually made his first public appearance since he was declared winner, and he called for police to use restraint while dealing with demonstrators. But he reminded the opposition that they have the option of going to court to petition the declaration of Kenyatta as winner of the elections. And so he says rather than go to the streets and lead to violent demonstrations, bloodshed, looting of property and destruction of property, he advised them to use the legal means that are provided. And indeed, the opposition has indicated that going to court is not an option at this point. Odinga is saying that tomorrow, on Tuesday, that is, he's going to give Kenyans the way forward.
Now, tell us how this has hampered the country in moving towards more reforms as promised in the pre-election campaigns by the contenders, Sarah.
What has happened is that the country is deeply divided. Remember, 6.7 million people, according to the official tally, voted for Odinga against 8.2 million who voted for President Kenyatta. So that is a country that is almost divided right down the middle. And Kenyatta has, in the last 2 days, been talking about extending a hand of friendship to Odinga and other competitors. Odinga is yet to speak, meaning that window of reconciliation is fast closing.
All right. Any official statement from Uhuru Kenyatta's office about the latest happenings in Kenya, Sarah?
Yes, indeed. He held a press conference this afternoon, and he called police to use restraint while dealing with demonstrators, called Kenyans to resume work, and called on the opposition to either go to court, or if they hold demonstrations, then they must notify the police of where they are holding the demonstrations, and ask Kenyans to be wary of any people who may want to cause chaos in the country.
Sarah Kimani on the line to us all the way from Kenya, Nairobi.